And now for our next news special report.
Got some great news. A shocking turn of events in the Georgia Court of Appeals has given the green light to Donald Trump's appeal to remove Fani Willis from the election interference case. As the walls close in on the embattled Fulton County District Attorney, her office faces a barrage of investigations and accusations. With Trump's legal team gaining momentum, the future of the case hangs in the balance, so don't miss our final thought in this game-changing development. And just like Fani Willis' case against Donald Trump, your energy bills are in a state of turmoil. As the cost of electricity soars, more and more Americans find themselves struggling to keep up with their power bills. But there is a solution to the greedy utility companies. Well, you can keep more money in your pocket with this amazing little device. Plugs in your wall outlet, reducing your home's energy waste and extending the lifespan of your appliances. Use my link down below, don'twastepower.com, for a 60-day risk-free trial, 65% off, and free shipping with every purchase. Don't let your energy bills spiral out of control. Act now. Let's get into it, shall we? The Georgia Court of Appeals decision to approve Donald Trump's appeal to disqualify Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis marks a significant shift in the ongoing election interference case. This development comes on the heels of Judge Scott McAfee's ruling, which allowed Willis to continue leading the investigation, provided Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade stepped down due to the rumors of a past romantic relationship with Willis. Let's take a look at a local Atlanta news report.
More breaking news right now at noon. The Georgia Court of Appeals giving former President Trump a victory, agreeing to hear a challenge to a ruling that allowed Fulton County DA Fani Willis to remain on the 2020 election meddling case. This is tied to Willis's romantic relationship with a former special prosecutor, the judge allowing Willis to stay on as long as the prosecutor, Nathan Wade, left the team, which happened. Trump's lawyers have 10 days from today to file their appeal. It will be heard in August.
And they did. Trump's legal team wasted no time in notifying the court of their intention to move forward with the appeal following its approval. The timeline for the appeals court to issue the ruling does remain uncertain, but Willis' office is expected to push for a swift resolution. As reported by WSB-TV Channel 2, the Georgia Court of Appeals announced its decision to review Judge McAfee's ruling in a one-page document. Listen to this.
A Georgia appeals court will now decide if Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis can continue her case against former President Donald Trump. Today, the court released this brief order saying it will hear the appeal from Mr. Trump and others challenging Judge Scott McAfee's ruling allowing Willis to remain on the prosecution. Channel 2's Richard Elliott is live tonight outside the Georgia Court of Appeals. Richard.
And that is where the Court of Appeals will hear oral arguments and decide if Fani Willis can stay on the case and continue to prosecute Donald Trump. In this one-page document, the Georgia Court of Appeals announced it would review Judge Scott McAfee's decision to keep Fulton County DA Fani Willis on the case, the same decision that forced former Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade to resign after defense attorneys revealed the two had an intimate personal relationship. In a statement, Trump's lawyer, Steve Sadow, said he believes, quote, the case should be dismissed and Fulton County DA Willis should be disqualified.
It's uncharted territory.
Former DeKalb DA Robert James thinks the appeals court should review this case since there's very little legal precedent surrounding it. But bottom line, he thinks this review could take months, so there's little chance of picking a jury and starting a trial before the November presidential election.
I don't see how that is possible. Now, stranger things have happened, right? But I just don't see how that's possible.
Now, the Court of Appeals did reject an appeal by one of the election interference defendants, Harrison Floyd. Floyd wanted the appeals court to toss out his case. Not going to happen. We are live in Southeast Atlanta. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, this move comes after defense attorneys revealed that Willis and Wade had an intimate personal relationship, forcing Wade to resign from his position as special prosecutor. Trump's lawyer, Steve Sadow, believes that the case should be dismissed and that Willis should be disqualified altogether. Robert James, a former DeKalb County District Attorney, emphasizes the importance of the appeals court's review, given the lack of legal precedent surrounding such a case. However, he cautions that the review process could take months, making it unlikely that a jury will be picked and a trial started before the November presidential election. Now, the indictment against Trump and 18 others in Georgia marked a pivotal moment in the ongoing scrutiny of the 2020 presidential election's aftermath. The charges stem from Democrat claims of a concerted effort to challenge and potentially overturn the election results in Georgia, which is a crucial battleground state. However, Willis now finds herself under increasing pressure as her office faces multiple investigations into the handling of federal and state funds. Whistleblowers have alleged that Willis redirected funds intended for an anti-gang unit to support her Trump investigation, which paid Wade a substantial sum for his 2 years of work. At the state level, a special committee has been formed to question other county officials about Wade's hiring. Several key figures in the case include Mark Meadows, Rudy Giuliani, Kathy Latham, and Michael Roman. They have all launched their own appeals, joining Trump and Republican frontrunner David Schaefer in objecting to Willis' involvement. They argue that the case's integrity is compromised and urge for Willis' removal to ensure a fair process. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. It's time for my final thought. The Georgia Court of Appeals decision to approve Trump's appeal to remove Fani Willis from the election interference case is a significant victory for the former president and his aides. As Willis faces mounting pressure and investigations into her office's conduct, the integrity of the case has now been called into question. This development serves as a reminder that even those in positions of power must be held accountable for their actions and their decisions. And we hope that Fani Willis faces her own justice.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.